Welcome everyone. Just out here in the shack tonight. It's late. Well, early in the morning. It's the cold spell. It's the cold spell. So it took me a little while to get the old shack warmed up to where I couldn't see my breath. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and thank you to all the true blues. I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to go look through the comments and go and support people. Go check out other people's channels. A lot of good information out there, a lot of good people, a lot of great content. If you're in the cold or whatever you got going on, and if you got time, go check them out, please. All the people around our whole community, and other people as well. Go check them out. Go give them some support. It really helps. And people like the interaction. I know the people in this community like the interaction and appreciate support. Anyway, thank you all so much. I got a bar in the vise. First, I want to say this is more like I don't know what kind of content to call this. It's not filler content. It's just I'm gonna do different types of videos in the shack when it's like cold like this and it's winter, and if I can't get back to the wood hole or I can't get to the woods and cut, these videos will pop up in between content that I've already recorded, that I've already done, and that I'm gonna be putting up as we go. Okay, kind of spread it out. It's more falling stuff, more bucking stuff, more splitting stuff. Yeah. So anyway, tonight I'd like to talk about chain and bar and chain. Okay. So what I'm going to try to cover in this video, if you're interested in it, great. If not, great as well. But I know that there are people out there that wonder, because I see questions everywhere about chain. What chain can I run on this bar? Bars can be difficult to see if you have a bar in your hand, to figure out the code on some of them. Some bars from some companies are simple. It will tell you the pitch of the tip. It will tell you the width of the rail, and there's a difference between the width of the rail and the width of the tip. If it just says it on the tip, from my experience, they're talking about just the tip. The tip of the bar typically is bigger than the gauge of the rail. And so they didn't have to make 050 bar tips and 058 and 063. Okay? Today I'm going to be covering 3/8 chain, mostly 050, but we're going to talk about some 058 and some 063 as well. And we're going to talk about factory grind, round and square, and hand filed round, and my square grind from the square jig from Square Cutter. Okay, so let's try to cover it. Let's try to cover some of these things and help some people out there. So if you have a set of these, these are digital. I have another one, but this is easier to read as far as measuring things on a chain in the way that they speak of, because like 0.375 is 3/8 chain. 0.375. Some bars say 0.375, right? And some boxes of chain say 0.375 instead of 3/8 pitch. we're going to talk about that. All right? Okay, so enough rambling. Let's get to it. I love y'all. You all are amazing people. Very amazing people. Tonight's video will be about round ground. Factory round ground, and then also a hand filed round by me, in comparison to quite a few different chains. We've got a Oregon chain round. We've got a Husqvarna C83 X-Cut chain. We've got a Still 33 RS round, all round ground, factory. We'll look at some things close up and check out the gullet on them and things like that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks everybody, and welcome to all the new subscribers. Appreciate it a lot. All right, let's get to it. Okay, let's talk about different grinds from different companies. This tooth, as you can see, is Oregon. And it's round ground from the factory. Okay, see that? How that's ground? See how the hook is here? And you can't quite see that line. Let's see if I can get a light on that, where you can see the line to... No, can't see it. Let's zoom in. See, now you can see the marker to go by as an example. It's not a real crazy hook or anything like that, right? Now, let's flip it around and look at this side of it. That's how it looks from that side. Okay, now that's Oregon. Now let's look at Still. This is Still factory round ground. It's got a little dirt in there. It's just dirt in there. It's been rolling around in my toolbox. And like I said, this is like 3/8. This is all 3/8 chain. 3/8 pitch, okay? And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. And there's the hook. Let's do a comparison. Let's just put this one here, sorry, and we'll put this one here, so you can see both of them together. Okay, see the difference in the hook? There's a bit more hook on the Still chain as opposed to the factory Oregon chain. So to me, and also raker height makes a difference. Raker height on Oregon chain is Oregon tends to, in my experience, go to durability over fastness out of the box. But they are fairly fast still out of the box. But there is more hook here, which is going to make it more aggressive. The top of the tooth is wider also. We've covered that in a previous video about chain, right? So if you haven't seen that, go check that one out. So that's Still in Oregon. Okay? Now, we'll get zoom back out here. And we'll look at another one. This is Archer. We'll move the Oregon one over here because we've already seen it, kind of. And we'll put this Archer right there. And we'll look at it. See that? See the difference in those? Let's look. Let's try to get zoomed in on this. See the difference in that hook? It almost starts out down here in the gullet. It almost starts out as a ski jump as opposed to still. You see that? And the Oregon and the still, the gullet is gone. The Archer chain starts you into. Now these are all factory. These are all factory grind. Okay. Let's look at that from this side. Yeah? Let's see if I can get that a little bit better. I'll pause you and then I'll get it on there better. Okay, now that's next to the Oregon. See, there's no, they've started the chain by taking the gullet on the Oregon. This Archer, they haven't. This could be gone, right? That's a good example. I like that. Okay, now I'm going to move these, and we're going to look at Husqvarna C83 X-Cut. That's what's up next. Okay, this is the Archer, and this is the C83 X-Cut. See the difference in the hook in that? Like I said, these are all factory. This is all factory grind. None of these yet have been hand filed. Okay, these are all factory grind. Now let's look at this side of it, and we'll flip this one around, and we'll look at that side of it. Yeah, look at the difference in that. There's the Oregon compared to those. So if you're looking for a chain that's fairly aggressive, right out of the box, but cut smooth, that C83 is a good one. Difference in the grind. This is, as you can see, this is still, and this is husky. Right? Quite the difference here in this hook as to the still even. The still has still and the X-Cut have a pretty aggressive hook right out of the box. But the way this X-Cut is, that's crazy. This is so cool to watch this. I hope it's cool on your end, because it's cool to make this video. I'm telling you. I learn things. I pick things up. Just the difference in those four teeth. I'm going to move just a tiny bit. Hang on. Look at that. I'm not the greatest videographer, but I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good comparison. Archer, Oregon. I'm going to turn that Archer just to, I can't, can I? We'll move it. There. The X-Cut is a bit higher with the gullet right there. That would take a little bit of training on your first filing to get that gullet out of there. Still and Oregon get the gullet out to start with. Archer doesn't. And this this X cut is nice if you want to turn this into square ground. It's got a fairly narrow tooth, and it's already kind of started for you right there as far as square ground. The X cut's got a little more hook up here on the top. You can see that, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, sorry, I'm back. This is the Husqvarna from this side. Pretty cool, huh? Wish I could get right up in that, up in the corner there to see that. Maybe we can. See that? That's a pretty impressive hook. And the X cut is smooth. It's smooth right out of the box, from my experience. Okay, I have one more. A chain that I got from Jason Tung. This is Forester chain. Okay, notice the gullet is started for you for 7/30 seconds file. See how that's set up already for 7/30 seconds? Right? Yep. Pretty dandy. And there it is from that angle. Okay, so this is one that I have round filed. Okay, and let's put that in comparison. Put that there. I don't know if that's a very good comparison. Let's put that up there like that. That's the X cut. This is the Husqvarna X cut. That's Oregon. That's Still. That's Archer. And I'm just going to hold up the Forester. Just for good measure, right? Of that. Just for good measure, just so you can see. This is Forester. Factory grind. Should I get the gullet here? The rest of this? If this was on my chainsaw, the next time I filed, this would be gone. Because if I don't, then I would start to work back. See, because the tooth gets shorter from here to here. It slopes down, right? It gets shorter. So that's one reason to get the gullet. Get that gullet out of there, or you end up with a ski jump, right? This is pretty good. As far as gullet goes, it's gone. Focus. That's pretty aggressive chain right out of the box. Can't wait to run it, Jason. Can't wait to run it. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. There'll be more to come about chain. I'll put it in a playlist. I'll start a chainsaw chain playlist, and all these videos that are about chainsaw chain will be in that playlist. Okay. So if you're into watching playlists and checking stuff out about chain, we'll go over in some future videos about chain. We'll go over pitch. We'll go over the width of the driver and of your bar rail, and we'll also cover square ground chain, because it's different. I don't want to throw that in this video. I want to do a square ground and square hand filed video about that in a separate video. Okay. So anyway, there'll be more to come on different bars and different chain sizes and things like that. Okay. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Leave it in the comments if this is something that piques your interest, and we'll just keep on rolling. All right. I love you all. Take care. Be safe. TazMan is rolling. Stay tuned. Keep your chain sharp and out of the dirt. It's much funner that way.